there, friends. It's Kristine with Queen City Stamp Art, and today I'm going to be using the Perfectly Plaid stamp set and pine tree punch to create a very clean and simple Christmas card for a challenge over at the Cass on Friday blog. So let's get started making this beautiful card. Those are the main products we're going to be using, but I also wanted to show you a couple more before we get started. I'm going to be using a plaid from the Plaid Tidings 6x6 Designer Series paper, DSP. This paper packet is so versatile. It has so many different colors and plaid styles. It's really, really fun. I highly recommend it if you don't already own it. You'll get a lot of mileage out of that. We're also going to be adding some interest to this card. I have dry embossed with the snowflake, the winter snow embossing folder. This is another great staple for your stash. And we're going to be using the layering square framelits. That's how I cut this little square and the scallop square that are going to layer together for this card. So it's going to be a really cute card, very simple and easy. And I think one of the things that makes it super easy is this pine tree punch. So let me show you how I did this. Basically, we're starting with a base card in Sahara Sand. And I pulled the color palette for this card right out of the plaid. So the plaid has Sahara Sand, it has Garden Green, and Cajun Craze is the red. So we're going to be using a Garden Green matte for this little piece. And we're just going to glue these two together using some flat tape runner adhesive. Just like this. And I think I've mentioned this before, but I feel like embossing really adds a nice layer of interest without cluttering up a card. So you can really make some nice, clean, and simple cards with an embossing folder included in your design and still keep the card very simple. We're going to pop up this layer using dimensional adhesive. Just like this. Dimension is also another way to make a clean and simple card that's lovely but still interesting to look at. And then I'm going to offset this to the left of the front here, like that. And then we're going to take our Cajun Craze ink pad and we're going to do some of the stamping. So I'm using my Stampin' Pierce mat because these are photopolymer. And I'm going to stamp the inside sentiment. And this is one of the stamps from the Perfectly Plaid stamp set. It says, hoping that your busy year comes together in Christmas cheer. Thought that was really cute. So we're going to put that on the inside. And then we're going to stamp the front sentiment on this little strip. Right here and a little bit more toward the right, like that. Oh, that's not really straight. I'll try it again. That's much better. Okay. And then we're going to take this little one here and we're going to just trim the end of it, kind of at an upward angle like that. Yeah, just like that. And then I'm going to close this up. I'll get my fingers in it. And we'll take this little plaid piece and we're going to punch the tree out of this. So you can just kind of lay it anywhere on the plaid. And then we're going to add this piece to the card flat. So we'll just add this, probably like right about here. And then we'll add some dimensionals to this little tree that we punched out. And honestly, these, you could easily whip up a dozen of these cards so easily. Just throw on a nice Hallmark movie and get a cup of tea and go to town making your Christmas cards. So not a huge time investment, but a lovely result nevertheless. And minimal supplies, really. And then to finish this off, we're just going to add some of these adhesive-backed sequins. I love these. They're so pretty, and I love that they already have the adhesive on them. You definitely need a pair of tweezers, though, or like a take-your-pick tool, because that will make it easier to grasp them because they're a little bit slippery. And then I'm just going to tuck one under here like that, just like that. And that's the finished card. So I hope you enjoyed the design for today. Please check out the Cass on Friday blog. There's going to be a link to this. If you go to my blog, Queen City Stamp Art, and look up this card, there'll be a link to the blog, the Cass on Friday blog, and you'll be able to see tons more inspiration of really great, clean and simple cards. So thanks so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time.